I had to come back alive. Go to the studio. Copyright. Y'all might hear some TV or some shit. I can cover the video. It's go time. We do. I got a call too. Possible move we can make to acquire some office space. Go in the office from sun up to sundown and go to work. Ideas will be flowing. I won't have distractions from the world. Strictly off to myself in my own corner and able to come up with these wonderful ideas to go out there and make offers and sell my people. That's what I'm on, to make offers to go and sell some PPP before. Like, why are we still arguing about who's African and who ain't? When the fact of the matter is, Homo sapiens began in Africa. And they migrated out of Africa, and you can check through DNA. You can look these things up. But it's like when it come to our people, we go above and beyond to try and prove something wrong when your ass wrong in the door. You don't even understand DNA and how it works. People talking about DNA is it can't prove, man, the hell out of here. Everything recorded was recorded from the genetics of a black African. Even white people, they're just lighter shades of melanin. It's time y'all wake up. White pastor asserts Hebrew Israelites were black people. An entire church. Don't care how they. Global money, monetary reset, gold, the new standard. I've been telling people they all go because y'all don't look beyond what America tells you. I keep telling y'all, look at Africa. Africa has the wealth of the earth that God put in the world for men. I'm a descendant. Reparations for all Africans. Yeah, because they jacked all us up. I am a descendant. Reparations is for all Africans. That's right. All black people and white people come from Africa. We just Jews are black with this whites admit blacks are the true Israelites. Who okay, that's cool, but to the black people, who cares that others are now paying attention? We care because it's the truth. But we've been telling y'all from day one. Because the spirit rests with that truth. Not because I think I'm somebody better than the next person or I know something more than the next person or the next person don't matter. That's like even with admitting that all people come from Africa, so-called Africa. And that's a fact. It comes from the genetic line. You know, ain't no other line produce. They can't produce us. So that shit is common sense. We're wasting all this time arguing. Somebody got to tell y'all the truth, man. All them people arguing talking about they ain't come from awakening of God's people. Because God's people still rest in Africa. Even though your bloodline may be different, right? You come from different fathers. God's people are still over there. And the majority of the so-called Negroes here in America talking about they not African. Where the hell you think your DNA come from? It would just pop out of nowhere. And there wasn't no fucking America. It was in Africa. You arguing with your emotions. You're not arguing with logic. You're not arguing with truth. You're not arguing with genetics. All you gotta do is look it up and prove them wrong. A lot of y'all do your DNA test. These niggas telling you some shit about, well, who cares? Nobody care about all that. Get your mind right. It's time to glow up. Now we know who we are. Nobody is. That's something to business. We talking about kingdom building. Black people, you know who you are. You God's chosen people. You were removed because you broke the covenant. But it just so happened that your black is Shem's black. You don't know I had three different sons, so there is a difference. Our bloodline goes back to Shem. That's what makes us a covenanted people because them the people, man. That just means what it is. You could debate that with God when you get there. But now that I know, we should have been on this, fam. We always been the tail and not the head and things. And to a man, I don't care about your religion or what they got to say. Family, this is what we've been waiting on. The truth to come forward. So it'll awaken that spirit that's in the black man. It's time to awaken. This is the acceptable time. That's what's written in the Bible. I don't care what the world talking about. They don't know nothing. They debating whether they African or not. You still ain't controlling the land that you talking about you from. Like, the hell out of here. It's just a bunch of confusion. Come together and majority rule. I don't care what kind of system they been that system. Always created our own avenue. But that was our way of going out making money. I ain't said nothing about killing, robbing, none of that. Black people, y'all know what I'm talking about. All these Negroes that work for the white folk now looking crooked like, oh, boy, we ain't with that. Okay, we ain't with it either, but don't be lying. Trying to be all snooty around here. I get my quick, you know. That Romeo something else, y'all. You still watching Steve Harvey one? You been detoxed from that. That's why people be looking at me crazy because I be talking about things they guys ain't reading no books about. I'm going to do in-depth research so I can teach when I come on here. We got a different type of energy coming. We ain't coming in. Everybody ain't the same. The devil is a lie. The Most High didn't create everybody to be the same. Some he gave, as you can see, which the Spirit bears witness to. Some have a little more. That's the argument with our cousins. Why do they look like that? Well, our first glimpse of that would be what? And Moses' hand came out leprous. That would be my first understanding of why they look like that. Because it was something, it has to be something connected to the Most High. If he made Moses look leprous, and who was that, Benghazi? He made them look leprous. And you got a whole people that's leprous. Maybe you should seek truth from the Bible. Ask God. Don't ask me. They confused. I'm telling you. But the fact that, I listen to that, but I'll be like, I never really stopped to really pay attention to it. You hear it, and then they steady throwing all the brothers and sisters, they doing this, saying this, and you seeing the Haitians talking shit, calling us dirty. Like, what the? All this confusion. But that's cool because I don't have to respond to the confusion. I'm not a child of confusion, nor do I follow the author of confusion. That's their thing. That's why people run around talking about uh they don't believe they come from Africa. Pure confusion. A waste of time to be accurate because it doesn't solve nothing. We still need to solve the problem with the world. Those powers that shouldn't be, we still give energy to their systems and corporations and do business and support them and build them up. And then we sit around talking dumbass shit, talking about how we gonna change something. But when it comes to the black man, you can't get a nigga to think about you like we don't got the solution. We was the ones out there in the hood putting them plays together. Cause our women was going along with the government. And wasn't no beef with it. Okay, you doing what you gotta do to get that check. Do that, but let's keep it a buck. Hell no, that ain't how you sustain the family. For some, you cut it down. You need to be, you got to get active. I was saying I got a hit today. Possibility. Get us an office space. I can go in there and set up shop. What I'm doing, get that paper flowing so I can go and pay them folks so I can operate and function without no problems. We on their turf. I don't have no problem with paying my taxes. We on their turf. It is what it is. Until we build our own kingdom. Once I get to the money, we change things, you know. We can change some things for real. Change some perspective. Change things for the better for us. And those, all of us, it ain't just black folk. I ain't stuck on just black people. I know better than that. I know better than that. And you asking for trouble, you go there. Hey, you asking for trouble, bro. Mm-mm. All people need to hear this. This is for all people. But it's unfortunate what my people went through to have to even get here. It's been a long time coming. But we knew this change was gonna come. We knew it. They ain't ready for it. They don't want to hear it. Who cares? Get ready. Oh, amen. Front line, baby. Front line with That's the first shirt I should have made right there. Front line with it. Straight up. That's the first shirt I should have made. I have to go get my equipment. I'm finna go to work. get to this money. We got these shirts I need to put it together. It's kind of breezy up here, but tripping with the heat. Can't wait to get my own home. Nobody controlling nothing. You see? And whatever I have set up, I ain't telling nobody. I ain't telling nobody nothing. You did. Those who awaken have been awakened, you already know. We're living off the land, baby. Think about that. You don't think about nothing that people got going on. Now, got a shop set up. It's time to go to work. You already got some water. You doing too much. Now, I'm about to go to work, fam. Let's see it fit. Yeah. It's a trade skill. I can come on here and start me a school class. They talk about what type of class, what type of ideas you got. I got good ideas. Yeah, I still smoke cigarettes. One day it'll all be over. Pray for me. I literally mean that. Because when you pray, the spirit will intervene on the person. And it's gonna force you to do what you have to do. Pray for me, y'all. Yeah, but this thing with Africa, now see, people, I used to be like, okay, well, why Africa just steady railing on the fact that we the chosen? That's good because the spirit is with them. They see, they know the Most High. So how you gonna get mad that they highlight the Most High is dealing with y'all? He ain't just dealing with us. I'm here to let them know he's dealing with them too. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's dealing with all that will receive him. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, fam. Anybody tell you something different, he a lie. Because when you sit under their word and you consecrate yourself to the Most High, the God of Israel will speak to you. Now, to those he hate, that's between you and him. Most High said he has a perpetual hate for a particular people. That's between him and them. I'm not here to, I can't condemn them nowhere. So I ain't finna waste my time or people's time steady talking about it. But know who they is. And Esau ain't the white man. Just for the record, I don't care how many groups saying he the white man, how eloquent of a conversation they have and explaining he ain't white. That's a lie. Esau looked like me and you. Now he could have been albino like Noah. Yes, he could have. Black people do create albinism. With all that crap about he was white, hell no. Everything was black. He could have been albino. Red. Ruddy red is black. It's a color. Red is here. That's color. Some of our cousins don't got it like that. They just a lighter shade of melanin. A whole lighter shade of melanin. You did? Hey, you did? Like the Most High was probably mad at them. And that goes to, now that I think about it, that helps to answer my questions about, well, what happened to Japhet? They are Japhet. We see what happened. I don't know what Japhet did. I'm going to read about it, but he did something. He don't look like that for no reason. They did something contrary. Cat Williams has no regrets and will not apologize. Cat speaks on Diddy. Chappelle. That's up. The UN just admitted it. Africa is about to outgrow the entire world. We've been telling y'all. Y'all want to talk about the UN and all them. Like them your masters. I'm gonna stop talking about all them people. Them people ain't my masters. They don't know nothing. They ass gonna catch up. They know, and the truth is they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. Hmm. Realtors are done. 70% of realtors sold nothing in 2025. Now they mad at you. Yeah, y'all mad at us for? I told you this world, the kingdoms of this world are under judgment for what they did to God's people. Y'all done rode the choo-choo train. Y'all done rode the cuckoo train. Now it's time to most high set things in order. Now it's time to set for things to be set in order. And these kingdoms can't rule when you have the prevailing government being the government of the kingdom. Stop playing. Hmm. We know that. We must do. Why would, yeah, exactly. Iran has got a lot of oil. Why are they messing with Iran? Well, we know it's the overall bigger picture to take over that area. Okay. Khamenei makes major statement from Tehran. People ain't worried about them. They gonna blow. Oh, I seen that last night. Charleston White sell dollars, the next world reserve currency. Hmm. Trump called faking. Trump called talk show trying to disguise his voice. There you go. It's America pressuring South Africa because Israel. We will never support Israel. Israel. The God of Israel and the God of who they call what's Allah is not the same. No, yeah, to the Christians and Muslims, they look at God as the same. We see it. They what are they hosting? The three Abrahamic faiths, right? We don't get down like that, family. Our God is one. He don't share. He don't share his esteem with none other. Mm. Now I gotta stop listening to everything them people say. Fair use copyright. I want to hear this. what they be talking about in them lodges. I always wonder what is the secret they know. That's wild. Hmm. I always wonder what is your secret they hold. Fair use copyright. What's a good one? Baptist church is idolatrous, bro. They gone. No, I don't care. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta get out of following the church because the church we've been taught through our parents, the church represent God and Jesus Christ. You gotta get out of that mindset and you have to go and do your due diligence yourself. That's why you have this difference in opinion with people because people don't study nothing. They go off of what they've been taught. They ain't doing no research, and them be the ones that's highly emotional. They won't listen to no sound information. They just get emotionally charged with what they saying and what they doing, which they really just there to try to really dim your light, to blow you off, to dim your light. God has used you for a reason to be a light. And when they come do that, that's the devil, fam. Them niggas are the devil. I don't care who it is. It could be your daddy, your mama, your wife, your girl, your child. You speaking the truth or they speaking the truth and you coming with some negativity, you of your father, the devil, nigga. You need to repent. I don't care who you is, male or female, adult or child. Christians don't represent the Bible. That's what that's telling you, bro. I don't care which church you go to. Oh, this preacher, he do preach this. This preacher, he do that. If that preacher don't say and do exactly what each word say, he dividing that word and not bringing the truth out, you know, supplements even operate as a church. That ain't got nothing to do with God's kingdom. That's why you ain't getting no investment and your return on your investment, black people. And that's the straight up truth. I debate any of your preachers with that book and that book alone. They don't know what they talking about. That's the problem. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The Holy Spirit. Paul was a Benjamite, an Israelite from the 12 tribes of Israel. So his whole concept is going to be different from Christianity. He didn't preach Christianity or teach. He came to establish the kingdom and to teach the Gentiles, to teach the Gentile rulers. Paul taught Torah. A lot of y'all don't understand it because you don't do your research. You know, Paul, he was teaching something different. He wasn't teaching he wasn't teaching the book. He was making up stuff. Here, Christian. No, you a Christian. You don't know what you're talking about. Look who Paul was taught by. That should shut a lot of that up. You know, Paul was taught by a leader in those times. That don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing because the way we was taught by Johnny Coke, you know, all these false teachers. So we tend to think everybody that are the truth, no matter who they are, they lying. No, it don't work that way.
My encounter with a lot of Baptist people, bro, they cuss more than anybody I know. It, bro, I'm telling you, it's so like
That
it's
don't
so
mean
wrong.
nothing.
A lot of them, not
Do
speaking on
they
all of them.
love the
I'm
Most
just saying
High
the ones
and
that
His
I've come
people?
in contact with. But on another note, I also come in contact with many Baptist ministers who are Masons and
That's the
Baptist
problem.
women who are Eastern Stars.
That's the problem.
There's also
I don't have nothing against the people and their choices, what they choose to do or follow, but you can't serve two masters. You're gonna love one and hate the other, or hate the other and love the other. You can't serve both of them. Oh, I can do this, and yeah, ain't nobody said you could do it, but that's an abomination. Hey, ain't nobody saying you can't do it, but understand what comes with that. Now you're an abomination to God in what you doing. You ain't doing His will. You doing the will of your masters on earth. You supposed to be the ruler. I don't care what kind of information you. It means something. I don't care. So I have to go in this book and unravel the mysteries and pray the Holy Spirit is working with me along the way. So that means I have to humble myself, not before no men, but before the truth. That's all I really want to share, though. Africa. Everybody come from Africa. It is the genetic strand of all creation. Yes, we have different progenitors, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, but the source of them are Noah. And that's the population the Father wanted to keep. Because the one that he created before then, he repented that he created them. That ought to tell you enough. They was doing just as you see today, into all kind of ungodliness. The same. He said it'd be just like the days of Noah. You don't see the days of Noah? I do. And with that, shalom, family.